Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to Stardew Valley. In the last episode, we enjoyed a very unique event that Emily put on that she liked to call clothing therapy. So she invited a whole bunch of our neighbors around Pelican Town to join her in a little bit of a dress-up game, where she gathered up some outfits that I'm assuming she probably made to give them a way to break out of their shells, to dress them up in a side that we've never seen before. So it was very, very sweet and very much like Emily herself since she is so unique, but it is finally the very first day of summer, so let's make sure that we check out the calendar, because we want to make sure that there aren't any sneaky little birthdays coming up that we'll have to find a gift for. It looks like Jazz's is first, so maybe we'll give her one of those flowers. Oh, or even the ice cream. The ice cream stall should be open again. We wanted to save those for Vincent too, so we'll have to make sure we buy some extra ice creams. And then we have all of these festivals as well. The Luau. I remember this one from last year. We actually had to bring one of the items that we grew on the farm to throw inside this giant pot, this giant potluck, and we did pretty good last time, so I'm not too worried about that. And then the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies. Oh, I almost forgot about this one. It's on the very last day of summer, so a long time for us to go before we can enjoy watching all of the jellyfish drift through the ocean. But we have so much to take care of on our farm now, so plenty for us to do in the meantime. And it looks like we actually have one of our strawberry bushes. Is this one of our strawberry bushes? Like, I'm going to have to check and see if that's what I planted there, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, our strawberry bush is still here. That's a little bit worrying. I'm not sure if that's still going to grow. Like, we might as well keep it there just in case we get any glitchy little strawberries in the summertime season, but I would be very, very surprised if we get anything at all from that, and we'll probably just end up moving it away for some more suitable summertime crop. Yeah, I've never seen that happen before though, so I am quite intrigued to see what is actually going to become of that. But let's make sure that all of our land is ready for all of the seeds that we're about to buy from Pierre's. Pierre is going to be so happy with us once we go to his shop. We're going to bring all of our gold, all 31,000 pieces of our gold inside our pockets for all of these seeds that we're hoping to buy. You know, I'm thinking it might actually be a good idea for us to cut down a little bit of this grass, because we do want that extra hay, especially now that the seasons are changing, and especially because we want to hopefully upgrade our coop. So that's going to mean more animals for us to feed during the winter time. Once we upgrade our coop, I believe we'll actually be able to adopt little tiny ducks for our farm, and I am really looking forward to that. I am going to dash straight over to Marnie's as soon as we're done. Oh my goodness, a little frog. As soon as we're done upgrading our coop. You know, I think we almost have all of the materials that we need to do that too. We might just need to gather up a little bit of extra wood. Yeah, it looks like we need just a couple more pieces of that wood, so we are very, very close to finally getting some brand new animals on the farm. Now we have to make sure that we get a extra flower seed too to plant right next to our beehive. And can we actually make more beehives? I did want to check that. Yeah, some bee houses. It might be a good idea for us to make some more of those so we can get some more honey, but it looks like we need maple syrup and iron bars. We do have plenty of iron, but the maple syrup is going to be a little bit trickier because we do need more tappers. So that's something that we'll definitely look into in the future after we take care of all of the crops on the farm, because that is definitely the top priority today. Let's make sure that we place some of these eggs inside the machines too. I don't want to forget about those. We want our pockets clear anyway, because we have plenty of seeds to buy. We are going to fill our pockets to bursting. And I almost forgot about the fertilizer. Oh my goodness, we definitely don't want to forget about that either. You guys actually mentioned, since I am planning on planting a lot of blueberries this season, that we might want to buy some speed grow from Pierre's. We spent a lot of time making all of this quality fertilizer for like the melons and the ears of corn, but the speed grow will guarantee that we'll get an extra harvest from the blueberries before the season is over. So I think we will spend just a little bit of extra money on the fertilizer, and it looks like Abby wants a grape. Okay, I'm not sure if we can actually actually gather up the grapes just yet. We should be able to shake them off of some of these bushes once they do start to grow, but I have a feeling it's probably going to take a little bit longer. Luckily, I do think we have a grape inside one of our chests because we were saving them for Vincent, but we'll have to see if that's the case. Now, we definitely need melons. We actually need to get 5 gold star melons before the season is over just to give to the Junimos, so we'll gather up 10 of these seeds and make sure that we place the quality fertilizer down first. We'll save the blueberries for last since we're going to fill all of the extra spaces with those. Now the peppers should grow all throughout the season. They keep producing after the first harvest, so let's just buy 5 of these. That should be plenty to ensure that we have many pepper poppers for Shane. We needed the wheat for one of the bundles too, so let's gather up 10 of these wheat seeds, and then the flowers. Oh, we can't forget about the flowers. We need poppies, I believe, for one of the bulletin board bundles. And let's buy an extra one too so we can plant that one right next to our little bee house. And then we're going to skip the spangles because we need these sunflowers instead. The corn we also need in gold star quality, so 10 of those should be just fine. And then I believe the only other thing we had to worry about was the red cabbage because Emily wants some of that for her dye bundle. And then it is down to the blueberries. So we should have about 40 spaces left over on the main portion of our farm. So we'll buy 40 seeds for 40 blueberry bushes. And then we definitely want to make sure that we buy some of that fertilizer too. Let's see, there it is, the Speed Grow Fertilizer. So I will make sure that I fertilize every single last one of our blueberry bushes if I can help it. I think most of the fertilizers we need to plant first. We need to put that in the ground before we actually plant the seeds, so let's make sure that we actually do that this year. Now, other than that, I think that's all we really have to worry about. There are some other types of seeds here, but we don't really need them for the bundles, like the hops and the radishes, so we'll just leave that for now, and if we have any extra space later on, then we can come back to Pierre's and buy even more, because I'm sure he will not deny us of buying even more at his shop. Now, to start things off, let's make sure that we place this fertilizer in the ground straight away. About 30 of these should be just enough for all of the different types of crops that we want to fertilize, so it looks like we made just enough from all of those fish that we caught inside our crab pots. I'm very happy about that, so we don't have to spend any more on the fertilizers, at least at Pierre's, because this stuff gets pretty expensive when you buy a whole bunch. But let's plant our melons down first, right at the tippity top up here, and then we can plant our corn right next to it because those are the ones that we're particularly worried about for the gold star quality. I believe we found that might actually complete that bundle too if we can get all of those gold star crops that we need, so fingers crossed that this works out for us. Then we have our red cabbages too, which we might as well fertilize if we're going to grow them, and then of course, last but not least, all of these lovely pepper poppers. Let's get rid of the flowers first just so they're out of our inventory, and we have so many things up here to collect too, to hopefully throw into the bin to sell for that extra gold right away on the very first day of summer. So all of our poppies can go right in the front and then our sunflowers can go in the back, because I would imagine the sunflowers are going to be quite a bit taller than the poppies. So we'll place them back here so we can see all of our new flowers. We'll have to make sure that they're all nice and watered every day too, because we don't have any sprinklers up here. Thankfully, we just have to water the ones down here once, because the sprinklers will take care of it throughout the rest of the season. But let's gather up all of our cheese too, all of our mayonnaise, and make sure we water this final little flower right next to our bees. And now we can get to work on the blueberries down here too. So let's make sure we plant all of our speed grows. Now this is going to be a little bit tricky because it is quite hard to see the fertilizer in the ground. So we'll have to make sure that we remember where all of the fertilized spaces end. There we go, just one more right here. So let's actually start from this location so I don't lose track of that, because that is a little bit of an awkward space. I think it's mainly because of that strange strawberry bush up there. It's kind of throwing me off. And that means too that we're going to have an extra piece of wheat, I believe. So just for the sake of efficiency, why don't we actually put one right down here? We're going to have to water this one tiny patch of wheat every single day too, but at least it will be growing along with all of the rest of the seeds. And there we go, every last one is now planted. So all we have left to do is make sure that they're nice and watered. And thankfully, since we have the upgraded watering can, it shouldn't take too long to do that properly. And I think we also need to make sure that Daisy has her water too, especially now that it's the summertime. She is definitely going to need some water to keep her sustained. I wonder how she's feeling today. I wonder if she enjoys the heat. I certainly don't. I do not enjoy the summertime one bit because I do not like the hot weather. I would much enjoy staying cozy on a cold winter day over sweating in the hot summer sun. But yeah, we do definitely need to give Daisy her water. She looks very comfortable over here. She looks very, very content, all curled up next to the house, so maybe she's doing okay. Now let's make sure that we gather up some new wood too. Oh, a frozen geode. We managed to get a frozen geode from one of the hot rocks on our farm. Okay, I'm not going to question how that works, but we can definitely crack that open tomorrow once we go visit Clint. That'd probably be a good idea. I wonder how Clint's doing too. Like, we do need to talk to him anyway, since he was a little bit jealous of us for spending so much time with Emily. He doesn't have a very good time expressing himself around her because he does have a little bit of a crush on her. So I think we probably do need to have like a bit of a heart-to-heart maybe with Clint if possible. But let's gather up some of these rocks down here and some of these trees. We might as well cut down these right over on this side of the farm because they're a little bit easier to get to than the ones on the other side. You guys know how messy it is over there with all of the debris, and I'm sure it's only worse now that the season has changed. Alright, so how much have we gathered up so far? 71 pieces of wood. I think that should be just enough for us to bring to Robin's tomorrow to hopefully upgrade our coop. And you know what? I think we will spend an extra little day in Stardew Valley to do just that, because I definitely want to get started on that as soon as possible. So there we go. We should have just enough materials and of course just enough gold too. Plenty of gold to upgrade our coop. So let's actually pull that out of our chest so we can go to Robin's first thing in the morning, bright and early, so she can get to work straight away. And then we'll sell off our mayonnaise, of course, our wild honey. We might as well put the cheese inside the fridge, though, so we can start saving some of our very first summertime cheeses for Shane's Pepper Poppers. Look how much cheese we actually have. That's excellent. We're going to be able to make him so many of his very favorite dishes. Now let's go to sleep. Let's tuck Jess into bed so she can go to sleep and wake up on the next day and hopefully get that brand new coop upgrade, or at least put in for it. I'm assuming that Robin is probably going to have to spend a couple of days actually building it. So day 2 of summer is here, and hopefully that means that all of our crops are starting to grow too. It looks like they definitely are, and we even have a little patch of grass down here that we might as well cut down. No hay from that one, unfortunately, but we do want to make sure that we're gathering those up. Our little seeds down here are doing pretty nicely too, and luckily we don't have to water a single one except for this one down here, our wheat, of course. There we go. Our blueberries are very, very interesting, and yes, we can walk through all of these, and there's that strawberry bush. That strange strawberry bush that took an extra day to wither, so we don't actually get to reap the rewards of that. I wasn't really expecting to, though. That was a very, very strange situation. But since we have so many mixed seeds inside our chest, we can just go ahead and pop one of these in the ground. Now, hopefully all of our chickens left the eggs inside their coop. There we go. This should be one of our very final days with the small coop, too, so you guys are getting an upgrade. You guys are going to have much larger living arrangements in just a couple of days. I'm not sure when Robin actually opens her doors, but we might as well zip down to Clint's while we have a little bit of extra time. Let's place our quality fertilizer in here too, because we don't want to lose track of that. And then we can use the shortcut actually to go all the way straight over to Clint's house. And then by then I would imagine that Robin should be ready to at least talk to us about a potential upgrade. So let's use our minecart system. We also want to go to the quarry at some point too to just gather up a little bit more of the stone, because that is something that we're getting quite low on. But Clint, I have a brand new geode for you to process, so hopefully this one is going to be lucky. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think we've seen that before. That looks completely new. Did we ever donate that to him, Gunther? No, this is something that we can actually give him right now. Perfect. And we're right here anyway, so we might as well zip down and give him this brand new mineral. We have basically filled his entire shelves, every last one, with all of these items, so I would imagine that pretty soon we're probably going to get another good reward from him. In fact, I think another trip to the mines might be in order, so once we have a good luck day, we'll have to zip down there and gather up some more geodes. But now it's getting into the afternoon hours, so I'm sure that Robin is probably ready to open her doors. We might as well go to the mines, I suppose. That'll be a little bit faster than walking all the way up to the mountain ourselves. And then we can zip down here and, oh, you know, we should have brought some strawberries for the family. I'm sure they would have loved that. And even Linus, oh, all I have is a little sweet pea. I mean, I guess we could probably give this to Maru because I think she did enjoy those. And I'm pretty sure that Jazz likes like those too. So if we don't end up giving her one of those ice creams, then we could always give her... Oh no, Robin, are you not here today? Oh no, is she actually not in on Tuesdays? I think that is the case. She is not here at all. So we're going to have to wait a little bit longer to hopefully get that coop upgrade. But it looks like they're playing a game down here. Hey, Jess. Oh, are we going to be able to join in on the game? Sam and I were about to play Silurian Chronicles, the game. Why don't you join us? It's better with 3 players anyway. Excellent. We're going to be able to join their little board game, it looks like. Okay, here we go. Let me draw the scenario card. It looks like today's quest will take us into the Necromancers Tower to try to reclaim the Silurian staff from the clutches of the Dread Lord Zarth. Okay. I don't know if our farmer's going to know exactly what's going on here. Cool. Jess, are you ready to choose your character? Sure. Let's see. A warrior. I like a direct approach. Healer. I prefer to help others. Wizard. A sharp mind is the most powerful blade of all. You know what? Let's go with the support for this game. We'll go ahead and back these guys up with the healer. I have a feeling anyway that maybe Sam would pick the warrior and Sebastian would pick the wizard. So they probably need a healer inside their group. Healer, huh? That's a very important role. I guess I'll pick the wizard then, just like I thought. And then Sam, cool, warrior's my favorite anyway, excellent. So now we can help them out by healing them if they get hurt, so let's begin. Oh my gosh, there's actually a little story for it. The king has entrusted you and your companions with recovering the Silurian staff. A task which, if completed successfully, will ensure your place in the Hall of Legends as well as a sizable fortune of gold and silver. After a long month journeying across unforgiving lands, you step out onto a precipice to see your destination looming in the distance. There, beyond a moonlit plain, lies the Necromancer's Tower, where Dreadlord Zarth usurps the power of the stolen Silurian staff for his vile purposes. The tower lies before you. Go in the front, fortune favors the bold, or search for a back entrance. Let's remain hidden. Maybe let's remain hidden first. Let's see if we can sneak our way in and surprise them. After searching around the base of the tower, you discover a trapdoor hidden in the brush. Beneath is a ladder which your party descends. So we did manage to find something. Hopefully it's not going to be full of traps though. You find yourself in a sewer-like corridor. To your left, a hallway glows with a peculiar green light. To your right, a staircase leads up into the dark. Okay, what do? Enter the hallway to your left with that green light or climb the stairs to your right. Very, very interesting. Which one should we choose? Like, maybe we should do the stairs? I have a feeling there's probably something menacing in there. If we're in a sewer and it's glowing with green, that sounds a little bit menacing. So let's go up the stairs, and hopefully that means we'll find this Dreadlord. You've come to a door at the end of a hallway. The time has come to face Dreadlord Zarth. So it looks like we found the right place. There you are. You are kind of adorable for a Dreadlord, all things considered. Intruders, how dare you trespass in my private chambers? So you've come for the Silurian staff. Ha ha ha, fools, you'll make a nice addition to my skeleton army. Dreadlord Zarth casts Shadow Beam. Okay, so this is probably where we're going to have to heal our friends, right? You were able to dodge a spell, but your companions are gravely injured. What do? Heal the warrior Sam or heal the wizard? Oh no, we have to choose between them? Oh, that is the worst. I mean, the warrior might be a good idea just so we can chop down this Dreadlord, right? We need somebody to go up there and attack him, so let's choose the warrior. Get up there, Sam, and attack the Dreadlord. Thanks, Jess. Oh, Sebastian, I'm sorry. Oh, I wish I could heal them both. Sam charges ahead and strikes down Zarth, freeing the Silurian staff from his clutches and restoring peace and order to the world. There we go. So at least we were able to win, right? We all won in the end. You finished the scenario with a D rating. Oh, that doesn't sound very good. I think we could have done a little bit better than that, surely. A D rating. That has to be like the worst. Hey, not bad. It took me like 3 or 4 tries to beat my first scenario. Oh, we gave him the little cat face. I haven't seen that in so long. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you later. That was actually really fun. I wonder if we can do that again at some point, because it seems like we could have gotten a better option maybe if we chose some different ways to go through. Very, very interesting and very fun too, especially since Robin isn't actually here. So we're going to have to wait one more day to give her all of these resources that we gathered so she can hopefully start on our coop. What a disappointment that was. But hello, Sebastian, we can talk to you again too. I'm looking forward to the cold, damp season. I feel more at home. I would have to agree with that. I was just saying that I don't really enjoy the heat of the summertime, so I definitely agree with you. Now, I guess Robin is probably out in the town somewhere, right? She must be out and about, maybe enjoying one of those exercise classes. And there's another one of those sweet peas too. Let's actually give this to Abigail. I'm sure she would enjoy that. Hey, how'd you know I was hungry? This looks delicious. She always seems to enjoy the flowers with the purple hues, I've noticed, just like her hair, so maybe that has a little something to do with it. Oh, and that reminds me, we needed to give Abigail one of those grapes. We didn't actually check and see if we had a grape inside her chest, so since we just saw her, we might as well do that, because she couldn't have gotten very far, right? She's probably right up by, she's probably right up by the pond, because she liked to play her flute there, right? I'm pretty sure she did. We haven't seen that in a very, very long time, but she actually invited us to play music with her once. So I wouldn't be surprised if she's up there again, and we definitely have grapes inside our chest. Excellent. So let's sell off some of our extra stuff before we leave, just in case we find anything else particularly interesting in the wilds. We might find some more things to forage up before we're done, and then we could actually take our little minecart system up to the mines again. We might as well, because I do believe that is probably where Abigail is going to be. There she is, Abigail. We have a nice big patch of grapes for you, which I hope you'll enjoy. We did just give her a gift, but there we go. Still let us give her this grape for our quest. Hello, Jess. You brought me the item I asked for. I really appreciate it. Here's your payment as promised. This isn't as exciting as I thought it would be, but that's not your fault. Haha, thanks for responding to my bulletin, Jess. You are welcome, Abigail, and that's a little bit of extra pocket change for us right on the first couple of days of summer. Now, since we have so much time left over, why don't we actually go into the secret woods to see if we can find anything new? I do know that we're supposed to be able to find the fiddlehead fern, I believe, in the secret woods once the summertime rolls around, so we'll see if maybe it has started to grow, or if we're going to have to wait a little bit longer, just like the grapes on the bushes. We haven't been in there in the summertime yet, so this is going to be our first experience. And likewise, I believe that rare seed that we bought from the traveling merchant, we're going to be able to plant in the ground in the fall time, right? And we need that for the statue that's in the secret woods. Let me just take a really quick peek at that since we are right here. Let's see, yes, so in the fall takes all season to grow, so we'll have to remember that. We'll have to make sure that we put that in the ground right away as soon as we start all of our fall time crops, because Old Master Cannoli is searching for the sweetest taste, I believe. And you are way down here? Oh my goodness, what is going on over here? We have like a little secret meeting between Peep and is this? Yeah, Flora. What on earth are you guys doing way down at the bottom of our pond? This is very, very suspicious. It's almost like they're sharing little secrets together. Hopefully they're not conspiring against us. But let's see what the secret woods has in store for us, and how adorable are all of these little flowers, all of these curly little plants out here too, and the slimes. Of course, there's always slimes inside the secret woods. Let's get rid of you guys though, because you're just the little tiny ones, and there we go. I almost missed that. There's our very first fiddlehead fern, and it looks like it gives us quite a bit of energy back too if we need something extra to munch on, so not bad at all. I'm definitely glad that we came down here to gather these up, and now we can give it to the Junimos because it was in one of the bundles. I want to say it was actually in the bulletin board bundles. It was for, let's see, the chef's bundle. There we go. We need that fiddlehead fern and that poppy for the chef's bundle, and then we need the pigs for the very last one for the truffles. But like I said, so many of these require things that we can actually grow in the summertime, so I think we're going to be able to complete quite a few bundles by the time the summer is over. Now we might as well just chop down some of these logs over here since we are in the area. We'll get out our axe and gather up all of this lovely hardwood. That's another thing that we're going to be using quite a bit of in the future once we can talk to Robin. Once she's around inside her shop to possibly upgrade our buildings and make new ones. We have just enough hardwood as it is from the stable, but we're going to need just a tiny bit more of the gold to properly make it after we upgrade our coop. The coop is definitely the first order of business, but I think that was quite a successful first couple of days on our farm in the summertime. So far it seems like we're doing pretty good. We have plenty of crops up here growing away with all of our sprinklers keeping them nice and watered. Let me just poke my head in here though to make sure we have all 4 chickens. There we go. Very, very peculiar. I'm not sure what they were talking about down there by our pond, which is always so full of trash, but I am definitely going to be keeping my eye on those guys in the future. We'll keep our wood and our stone on hand so we can use that tomorrow, because I would imagine that Robin is probably going to be in then. And then we have all of those fiddlehead ferns too, and oh my goodness, Daisy, did I forget to give you water in the middle of summer? That is not good. We definitely want to give her water. And likewise, let's just check. Nope, our fruit bats don't have anything extra for us. They gave us our very first apricot very recently for Emily's, so I guess they need a little bit of a break. And just the same, it is time to tuck Jess into bed. Hello, little Daisy, sleeping by all of our bears inside the house. So in the next episode, we will go back to Robin's and hope that she's actually in to start our brand new coop upgrade. And we'll also have to keep an eye on the TV too to see if we have any lucky days where we can go into the mines and hopefully gather up some more geodes. We are so close to another reward, so I am really looking forward to seeing what Gunther has in store for us. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys!